So we're here with Miss Keesa, the moment. And I was saying it to you earlier when we were talking it through, we're going from idea to icon. I feel that's what you are right now. So you have basically revolutionized women's basketball in Canada. And first of all, props.
Thank you.
Mad props to you.
Mad props to you. Props to you too.
We're working on it.
Yes,
you know what I mean? We're working on being the change that we never saw and being going to change a different future for everybody else.
Exactly.
So congratulations. Season 3.
Season 3.
I feel like you're watching a reality show. Season 3
I know.
of Hoop Queens.
Crazy.
4 years later.
Yes.
What made you start this, Keesa? Like, what was the drive to be like, you know what, this needs to happen, and I'm going to just pull the trigger and get this done?
You know, as a varsity athlete, I thought to myself, there's got to be something that's here for women's basketball. Every time I came back to the city, because I played out east in the Maritimes, there's got to be something for the women. There's no women's runs. There's no like league that we could be a part of during our off season. So that's kind of when the idea was like started. It was born when I was actually in university, and then I started coaching, and the young girls that I was coaching, they were like, you know, we want to challenge you to some runs. So I was like, all right, let me get into the runs. Let me get back in shape. And with that, you know, just authentically, it just kind of happened. And then everyone that I knew, I wanted to invite. And I know a lot of people, so
which helps. Rally the people around.
Which helps, yeah. So and then it was just like an authentic way of me getting the girls together and getting girls that I played with back in high school, and it was just a fun time. And then, you know, I was like, let me not waste my degree. Let me not waste my
4 years
degree.
of education.
Exactly.
Yes.
And we put it into practice. So I started Hoop Queens, and I never knew that I was going to be an entrepreneur. I kind of just fell into it. I thought I was going to be helped because I have an entrepreneurial finance degree, so I was going to help entrepreneurs
kind of navigate their journey. But
so
now
I
you have
never
your own.
thought I was going to be the front runner. You know? And I, you know, to this day, I'm just like, I can't believe that I am this person that's, you know, creating the change for the next generation.
Amazing. And just to think about it, for one, somebody says that their degree did something that they were supposed to do.
Right.
Usually people get that degree like, well.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but no, that's fantastic to be able to leverage it that way. So I've heard a few rumblings about season 3. I've heard that there's a Montreal thing happening.
Yes.
What are you most excited about for this season?
I'm excited to see the competition.
Yeah.
Like, the competition is going to be like tip top. Like, it's going to be the best competition we've ever had in Hoop Queens because of the Montreal aspect.
Perfect.
Playing out east, I had that experience of playing against the Montreal or Quebec squad.
Yeah.
So, and it always dawned on me that like they should be recognized a little bit more.
Absolutely.
And I think as soon as I started to think about Hoop Queens, you know, scaling and figuring out how we can, you know, put this on the map for the entire Canada, not just Toronto. Figuring out that the first place I thought was Montreal. They have one of the best talent pool in Canada, and I wanted to see the competition against.
Get them a little
Toronto.
shine, like let's go. Let's see if you really got this then.
Exactly, and they're coming with the vengeance. They're coming.
I'm sure they are.
With the
they always come with the chip, right? They're
yes.
like, oh, Toronto, Montreal, let's go. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's a fantastic thing to do, and give them an opportunity to also step into a league that never existed before. So giving them a stake in it as well, which is great.
Exactly, and you know, a part of my sport journey was like it stopped at university. I didn't have any resources or support to, you know, go further in my career. And a lot of Canadian women after university, they have nothing. So with Hoop Queens, I really wanted to be able to provide something after university for the girls and the women to basically show that, hey, like, you know, I can create game tape to go overseas during this like waiting period, this awkward waiting period.
That's summertime, right?
Exactly. So I'm so glad that the women, you know, to see the smiles on their face, and they're just so grateful for the opportunity. That's the most thing that I'm proud of.
And you should be very proud of it. But another thing that we want to talk about is the vibe.
Yeah.
Like, people just think you're coming to watch a little basketball thing. No, you guys bring the whole energy. Talk about the vibe that you're trying to build around Hoop Queens.
Listen, so first of all, I'm Trinidadian.
Hey.
I like to I like to host. I like to create a good vibe, good energy. You know, with our soaking music, we like to keep the vibes high. So
of course,
you know, with my culture, I had to make sure that, you know, I ingrain that into Hoop Queens and making sure that everyone feels welcome, feels like they could be the best version of themselves. You know, with a few additions of the personalities and things like that, just figuring out how we can make everyone kind of happy and have a good time. You know, the ball eventually stops bouncing, but we want to make sure that, you know, they're enjoying their time and building relationships and networking and things like that. So,
as a woman of color doing this, especially a Black woman, what's the most powerful thing that you've learned in this experience about yourself?
About myself? Well, that's a good question. Wow. The most thing, honestly, You have the sauce.
Yeah.
You have the sauce, and don't doubt yourself. Trust yourself. I would say for all the young Black women that are looking up to me or just aspiring to be a leader in their journey or in the next generations of leaders.
Yeah.
Just trust yourself. We have that special sauce that nobody can take away from us.
No, that the Black girl magic is real.
Exactly, and we're able to pull everyone in a room and have fun and do something that's never been done before.
And you're doing that every day.
Exactly.
You're doing that every day. So we're getting ready for this. Well, first of all, backtrack. Last week, something magical happened in this city. I had the privilege of being there. So were you, to witness the announcement of this WNBA team in Toronto that's coming. Like, overdue.
Yes.
And we're very
overdue.
grateful.
Long overdue.
What does that mean for you guys? And how does that excite you guys?
For us, I'm excited just to see a professional women's league here of the caliber that the W has had, and I'm excited to see where Hoop Queens can complement the WNBA and figure out how we can help us on a community aspect.
Yeah.
I know it's going to be great for the city, for the country, and it's going to create more opportunities for young girls to aspire and just look up to more women to see and actually feel and go to the games and aspire to be a WNBA player, because in Canada we didn't have that. For a long time we couldn't even watch it.
100%.
So just to be able to go to games and be able to buy jerseys and support
and
invest
in that.
Exactly. It's an exciting time for the city and the country.
100%, and not only with WNBA, but with also PWHL and Project 8 about to kick off. So many things are happening. It's so good. I often tell my students that there's so many gaps that need to get filled.
Oh, so many.
Like so many gaps.
So many.
How would you encourage people to think, okay, cool, yeah, I did this and it's working. Try and find a gap and fill that. And how would you encourage people to go and be like that entrepreneurial gap filler? Like, we're filling gaps here now too.
Yeah.
So how would you encourage other people to do the same?
I would say just reflect and be authentic and genuine with what you're doing. It's not about the money. It's not about getting popular or anything like that. It's reflect and actually do that internal reflection on what you need or what your community needs, and then figure out a way to solve that problem.
Correct.
I think that's the one thing that I did. And then, as you can see, it's getting successful.
Oh yeah.
So
girl, I soon can't. I'm happy you came and sat here. Soon can't talk to you, chat.
No. Forever, I'm Marsha fan. Always. You can call me whenever. But I would say for those who are looking to fill gaps,
Yes.
Just genuinely find a gap that aligns with whatever you personally are passionate about, and then go about your way and figure out a way where you can put yourself into rooms or be invited into rooms, get into those rooms. It's all about your network. So
100%. We were talking about networking earlier in one of the other sessions, and the powerful pieces of allyship and sponsorship. Has that helped you as you navigated this journey?
Of course. So with Hoop Queens, obviously, I've done the groundwork of like creating the runs and creating the tournaments and things like that. But my great friend Olivia and Megan, they really helped me lift off this league off the idea of my idea.
Yeah.
So with my tapping into my network and tapping into their network, for them to allow me to tap into their networks.
Correct.
Brought me to where I am today. So forever grateful for Olivia and Megan. And it just shows to their characters of they really want to see me win.
Exactly.
And vice versa, I want to see them win and all the things that they're doing. So
yeah, because we know that you're doing good stuff in the community as well, and we just continue to encourage each other, which is great. So the powerful work of networking, allyship, sponsorship. But I wanted to ask you personally, why is it important to be Black in sport business?
Listen, I think the most important thing for people to realize, not even just for us as a community to realize, is yes, we can be athletes on the floor, but we can also be leaders and decision makers and policy makers off the court or off the field. So I think it's super important for us to take ourselves out of the athlete mindset and put ourselves into the decision makers. Because how can we make decisions for ourselves? We know what we need. We were once athletes. And even if you're not an athlete, you know that you have a friend or you have somebody that's playing. How can you support that holistically and create a holistic system that tends to the gaps that we're trying to fill.
Exactly.
So being Black in business or in sport for me, it's super important just to create that representation, because a lot of young girls, they think that, once the basketball journey's done, that's it.
That's it. There are no options available, right?
So just providing that space for them to talk things through and mentoring them, not like a once a week or once a call. Like it's more of like a genuine, like, hey, I can call on you and I can say and ask you questions. So it's important for me to create that representation and create the platforms for them to express the things that they aspire to be.
Amazing. So first of all, good luck today. I heard you doing this Champion for Change thing.
Thank you.
And I'm looking forward. Just a little small thing at the ESPN Summit thing, no big deal to add to my repertoire. Just drop it in the bag, you know what I mean? I'm looking forward to your presentation, and you're going to rock it.
Thank you.
And I'm looking forward to people understanding the power of what you're doing and the impact that you're having in the community.
Thank you.
And you'll continue to have.
Thank you. I just want to say, actually, I aspired to, I never even knew that, Black women can speak at these summits and things like that. And it goes to show just like how representation is super important, because you provided that. You can be a Black woman that is on these big stages doing it for us. So I appreciate you for creating that, kicking down that door.
Let go.
And then,
Everybody
and then inviting
here.
us in. So I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Anytime. And thanks for doing this, taking the time to chat. And I'm, as always, looking forward to season 3 and beyond.
Yes, season 3 and beyond, man.
Awesome.
It's crazy. This whole entire journey, I've learned a lot about basketball that I didn't know. On the, obviously I knew like the sport itself, but the business side of it didn't know a lot of. So it's a everlasting journey.
Of course.
And for off the court stuff, like for me, healing as a basketball player, the traumatic experiences that we experience as athletes.
Yep.
Hoop Queens is helping me. I'm helping people, but to be honest, Hoop Queens is helping me.
So are you kind of being the change that you wish you had in the space?
Exactly. For me, the biggest thing is, being the change that I never seen. Being the change that I wanted to see growing up, and creating spaces for us, specifically for us, young Black women.
That's okay.
Young Black women. That's exactly what I'm aspiring to be, and I'm hoping that I'm doing a great job for the young girls that are looking up to me. So, it never ends, and the work never ends.
The work never ends, and there's always something to do. But understand that the impact you've made, you can see it, and you can't see a lot of it. So know that and own that and feel so good about it.
Thank you.
I'm so proud of you.
I appreciate you. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you.
Of course.
Thank you.
And thanks for doing this. We're gonna wrap it up, put it up for you in a little bow.
Don't kill me. This is amazing. You always create a space for us Black women, for us Black people.
Yeah.
To be who we are ourselves. And just welcoming into rooms that we're not invited to. So I appreciate for all the work that you do as well. It doesn't go unnoticed.
And always in the rooms. Always in the rooms.
Always in the rooms. Always in the rooms. Yeah, for sure.
Perfect. Thank you, Keesa. And I'll see you later on today.
Yes.
Amazing.
I need a shirt, by the way.
Oh, you need a shirt?
Yeah,
I can make that happen.
Sure,
I can make that happen.
I gotta rock it on stages and things like that.